Broncos starting lineup here in just a moment, but we're set to play basketball, Lindsay, and tonight, again, the Cambridge Trojans and the Wauneta Broncos are set for tip-off in center court. The tip is up, and it is immediately batted to the Cambridge Trojans. They'll take it down court, and it's Jason Cobb who's passing around the outside, and they'll try and work it in on the man-to-man defense that the Broncos have come out right away with. The shot on goal by number 50, Kurt Knoper, and he comes up short, and it's batted out of bounds. And inbounding the ball for the Broncos is number 20, Ryan Mintling. Ryan Mintling dumps it off into number 24, that's Corey Nordhausen. And the Broncos work the ball up court, working it around on the outside. The Cambridge Trojans in a zone defense, a 3-2 zone defense. And the Broncos working it inside now. And it's number 20, that's Ryan Mintling with a shot outside. That's no good, bounces off the rim. We're still scoreless. And Cambridge comes up with the ball, brings it quickly down court with a large pass, finding underneath number 22, Ed Thompson, and he quickly scores. The first points are on the board, and the Trojans are on top of the Broncos early in play. As the Broncos bring the ball back out, the Cambridge Trojans immediately steal. That is a steal from number 50, that's Kurt Knoper, and he comes up with the point. Oh, Ed Thompson, excuse me, number 22, Ed Thompson with the steal and the score. And it's very quickly 4-0 Cambridge. The Trojans on top of the Broncos, 4-zip. The ball foul away from the ball, number 34, at Todd Langley, and the Broncos will bring it inbounds. They bring it inbounds and some poor ball handling. Once again, the Trojans come up with the steal and the score again. Ed Thompson with the 2 points. 6-zip. Cambridge on top of Wauneta, and Wauneta brings it down court. They running the ball very quickly, working it around on the outside against, again, the 3-2 zone defense. And they dump it off. They find underneath number 32. That's T.J. Adams, 6'2 senior. And he's fouled.
32.
Fouled.
That was Fleming that had the foul there. That was his first foul for the night.
Wauneta bring it inside, working it back out. They bring it out from underneath the backboard, working it inside, and on 2-on-1 coverage on Chad or Corey Nordhausen, and he can't score. Coming up with the rebound is number 23, Dan Jussel, and he scores Wauneta's first point of the evening, 6-2. It's Trojans on top of the Broncos. 6 minutes left to play. As the Trojans, bring it down court. We have a foul on Travis Werkmeister of the Broncos, and the Trojans will bring the ball in from out of bounds. Todd Langley inbounding the ball. He finds number 22, Ed Thompson, who takes the shot, but no good. And again, the foul on Wauneta. They are getting into some foul trouble early on. That foul on number 23, that's Dan Jussel. Dan Jussel committing the foul. And again, Cambridge will inbound the ball underneath the basket. Todd Langley inbounds. Again, a foul away from the ball. This time, again, it's on Dan Jussel. On Dan Jussel. And Dan Jussel is, already has committed 2 personal fouls early in this game. Just under 6 minutes left to play. Cambridge with the ball. They get it out to Kurt Knoper, who brings it inside. That's number 32, Brandon Fleming, who turns around with a jump shot, no good. Back out to Knoper. At the top of the key, he finds Todd Langley. And then again to Brandon Fleming, who comes up with 2. And it's 8-2, Cambridge over Wauneta. The Trojans on top of the Broncos, 8-2 with 5.5 minutes left to play. The Broncos with the ball, and immediately they travel. And that's number 13, Travis Werkmeister, who travels with the ball and turns it back over to the Trojans.
Eric, this full court press that Cambridge is playing seems to be really upsetting the game plan of Wauneta here so far in the early goings of the game.
And underneath the basket is Knoper, who comes up with the 2. And it's 10-2, and you're right, Lindsay. It's a full court press that Cambridge is using, and Wauneta can't control the ball, and they just got away with a big double dribble. It's number 20 out there with Ryan Mittling for the Broncos. And he finds number 32, Brandon Fleming, who comes up with the next 2 points for the Broncos. And it's now 10-4, Trojans on top of the Broncos as the Trojans bring the ball back down court. Brandon Fleming with the ball outside finds the big man, Kurt Tanoper, 6'4", junior. Kurt Tanoper, who takes the long shot and can't come up with it. And rebounding is Dan Jussel, number 23 of the Broncos. He passes off to Travis Workmeister, brings the ball down court, who immediately finds Ryan Mittling at the top of the key. Ryan tries to jump off a pass to Dan Jussel, who can't handle the ball, and it's a good bounce for Wauneta. Number 24, Corey Nordhausen ends up with the ball. He comes up with the shot, and it is rejected. The jump ball and the possession arrow pointing toward Cambridge, and Cambridge will bring the ball down court. Number 10, Jason Cobb with the ball. He dumps it off to Ed Thompson. Works it inside to Brandon Fleming, who can't come up with the shot. And with the rebound is number 22. That's Dan Jussel with the rebound. Dumps it off to Travis Workmeister. He brings it down court for the Broncos. And underneath finds T.J. Adams, who with a turnaround can't come up with it. Cambridge with the rebound, and it's Jason Cobb who brings the ball down court for the Trojans. 10-4 with just under 4 minutes left to play in this first quarter. And underneath the basket is Kurt Tanoper. Once again, the 6'4" junior comes up with 2 points, and it's 12-4. The Trojans on top of the Broncos with 3.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Long pass by Wauneta comes underneath to Travis Workmeister, who can't get it into the boards, and the rebound again to Cambridge. Brandon Fleming, who comes up with the rebound, and he'll bring it down court. He dumps it off to number 34, Todd Langley, who tries for three, but no good. The rebound picked up by Kurt Tanoper, and Tanoper scores 2 more. 14-4. Cambridge on top of Wauneta, and Wauneta again loses the ball. He comes back up with it. And we've got a foul on number 34, Todd Langley.
That's Langley's second foul already here in the first quarter. We got a player on each side with 2 fouls. Langley for Cambridge and Jussel for Wauneta.
So some early foul trouble for both teams in terms of those players. And Cambridge will inbound the ball. Underneath the basket is number 24, Corey Nordhausen. He will try to get it in to Travis Workmeister, who is successful. Dumps it off back to Derek Sandman, number 22, who's in the game now. Derek Sandman, a 6'3" junior. And he gets the rebound after a shot by T.J. Adams. That's Derek Sandman at the line, shooting 2 on the foul. Dribbles the ball, eyes the basket. The shot off the front of the rim, hits the backboard, no good.
Right now, Eric, Cambridge is giving Wauneta more than they really want out here on the court tonight.
Now, like you said, the full court press, they're having trouble with it. Sandman's second shot is a perfect switch, and that's 1 for the Broncos. 14-5, just under 3 minutes left to play. Cambridge on top of Wauneta, 14-5. They bring it down court, and they find again underneath the basket Kurt Tanoper, who is apparently fouled on the shot, or did he foul?
The height difference here is quite a little bit on these two teams. Wauneta, it looks as though just 4 of the 5 players out here right now are with about 2 inches taller in height, according to the stats here, than any of the Wauneta players that's out there on the court.
Cambridge is definitely with a little bit of a height advantage. Tanoper's 2 shots, the first one off the front of the rim, no good. The second one perfect, and 15-5 with about 2.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Cambridge brings the ball down court. It's Derek Sandman with the ball. Dumps it off to Travis Workmeister, who works it on outside. Again, Cambridge in the zone defense. And a long shot by Sandman is no good.
Got a foul there on Fleming. That's his third so far.
Brandon Fleming, and now foul trouble. 3 fouls, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. At the line for Cambridge, or for Wauneta, pardon me, is J.J. Howard, a 6-foot senior, now in for Cambridge, and his first shot is good. His second free throw is perfect. And the Broncos have pulled within 8, 15-7 now. Trojans on top. Just over 2 minutes left to play. Cambridge with the ball. And a long shot from number 30.
We got a jump ball there.
That's a jump ball, okay.
Possession of it, it'll go over to Wauneta on the jump ball there.
David Mowry, who's a junior varsity player, is in the game now. He's a 6'1 sophomore in the game now for the Cambridge Trojans. And Wauneta with the basketball. Out to the Sandman at the top of the key, and underneath he finds number 20, Brian Mittling. And Ryan can't get it in. And a scramble for the ball underneath. Sandman coming up with it. And it's finally, after a shot and block shot, it's finally T.J. Adams for the Wauneta Broncos who comes.
Can't seem to get anything down. They took about 7 or 8 shots right there, and before they finally got one.
And Adams' free throw is good. It's now 15-10, and this is as close as it's been since the beginning of the game. Cambridge with the ball finds underneath Kurt Knoper, who cannot even hit the rim, and Cambridge, or Wauneta, will come up with the ball. They bring it down court. Number 32 underneath T.J. Adams with the shot, no good. Nothing will fall for Wauneta tonight, and Cambridge comes up with the rebound. It's Jason Cobb with the ball at the top of the key. He finds underneath number 22, Ed Thompson, who immediately puts it away. That was Ed Thompson with number 22 with the shot. 17-10, just over a minute to play. Cambridge on top of Wauneta, 17-10. And Sandman gets the ball. He brought it after the full court press. Had some trouble getting it over the half-court line. And as soon as Derek Sandman touched the ball, they called him on the travel. Cambridge brings it in from out of bounds, and it goes into Jason Cobb, who works the ball down court. Finds number 54, Brian Borland, now in the game, a 6'2 senior. Brian Borland back out to Jason Cobb, who takes the shot, and it's no good. And up with the rebound is number 21, J.J. Howard. And all the way down court goes Ryan Mittling. He dumps it off to Ryan Mittling. He gets the length of the court, and the layup is good. 17-12. Cambridge on top of Wauneta. Cambridge with the ball. Jason Cobb, who works it around the outside. And underneath, they find number 54. That's Brian Borland with 2. 19-12 with less than a half minute left to play in this first quarter. And again, the steal by Cambridge. This is unbelievable. They are not doing anything wrong out there. And they just get steal after steal. Down underneath the basket is number 30. That's David Mowry, the junior varsity player in, and he gets to 21-12 now. On Cambridge on top, and Wauneta with the desperation shot is no good. It'll go out of bounds. It will be Cambridge's ball when we come back for the second quarter of play. Right now, 21-12, Cambridge on top. And we're back at high school basketball game of the week. Second quarter action now. The Cambridge Trojans against the Wauneta Broncos. 21-12, Cambridge on top of Wauneta, and it's Cambridge with the ball as we start this second quarter of play. They work it inside to number 54, Brian Borland, who can't hang on to the ball. He's blocked by number 13, Travis Workmeister for the Broncos, and the Wauneta Broncos are coming back down court with fire in their eyes. They take the long shot. That's number 20, Ryan Mittling, with the long shot, and he's fouled for the Broncos. Ryan Mittling's first shot from the line is off the back of the glass and no good. His shooting two. His second shot, he dribbles, he eyes the hoop. And the second shot is off the back of the glass again and no good. Wauneta comes away empty from a couple of free throws. Cambridge with the ball, bringing it down court is Jason Cobb. He dumps it off to Ed Thompson, who immediately finds underneath the basket Kurt Knoper, who cannot drop the ball, but he's fouled on the shot, and he'll shoot two. 21-12 with the line.
We've got really none of the players so far for Wauneta are really in serious foul trouble. We've got Flambing for Cambridge. He's got 3. They've got him on the bench right now. I'm sure saving him for later because he appears to be a good player out there for Cambridge.
Knoper's first shot is good. The second shot off the front of the rim and no good. And coming away with the ball is Ryan Mittling for the Wauneta Broncos. Passes out to Derek Sandman, who finds underneath the basket. Number 32, that's T.J. Adams. And T.J. Adams can't get the hook shot to go. And Cambridge comes up with the rebound. And they move it down court very quickly to Kurt Knoper, who gets 2 on is an interesting layup. And we've got a timeout called by the Wauneta Broncos. It's Cambridge on top of Wauneta, 24-12 with just under 7 minutes left to play. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout, and we'll set to resume play. Number 24, Corey Nordhausen dumps it into Ryan Mintling, who will bring it down again against the full court press from the Cambridge Trojans. Outside is number 24, Corey Nordhausen, who can't come up with a shot. The rebound goes to Cambridge, and they bring it all the way down court very quickly. The shot taken by Ed Thompson is no good, and Wauneta comes up with the ball, but stolen again by number 24, Charles Shoemaker, who's now in the game for the Cambridge Trojans. He's a 5'8 junior, and he takes the shot from outside that bounces off the rim and no good, and up with it is T.J. Adams for the Broncos. Bringing the ball down court is Corey Nordhausen. He takes it all the way, tries to make the shot. It's blocked by Kurt Knoper, who dumps it off to Ed Thompson. And he was fouled by Ryan Mintling of the Broncos. And the Cambridge Trojans will inbound the ball.
That was Mintling's first foul.
Charles Shoemaker. Okay, Mintling with his first foul of the night. Shoemaker inbounds the ball to, Ed Thompson inbounds the ball to Shoemaker. Shoemaker working it on the outside, finds underneath. Kurt Knoper, who's in with 2. He's making a layup that I have seen in a long time. It's almost fading toward the basket, leaning toward the basket, and it's amazing he stays on his feet.
He's almost like he's clear underneath the basket before he lays it up, back behind the backboard.
And he's made it twice tonight for 4 points at least in that series. And Broncos with the ball down court, and they travel. Or was it Cambridge coming up with the steal and then they traveled? That's what it was. Cambridge had the rebound. Cambridge with the rebound and travels, and it's going to be Wauneta ball underneath the basket. He gets it into Dan Jessel, works it on the outside to Travis Workmeister, and he tries to get it back inside to T.J. Adams, who can't handle the ball, and Cambridge has come up with another steal. The Trojans are just stealing at will tonight against the Wauneta Broncos. Number 24, Charles Shoemaker, brings the ball down court for the Cambridge Trojans and dumps it off to the big man, Kurt Knoper, who shoots from outside but can't get it to fall. And the Broncos come up with the rebound. Bringing it down court is Travis Workmeister, who dumps it off to T.J. Adams, working it around the outside, Corey Nordhausen. Back out to Corey Nordhausen, down underneath to Travis Workmeister, tries to work it inside but can't, and he finds underneath. Dan Jeffrey with a turnaround jump shot is no good, and Cambridge has the rebound. Bringing it down court is Charles Shoemaker, who comes right inside the lane and then passes quickly out to a not ready David Mowry, but he handles the ball well. And it's number 54, Brian Borland, who ends up with the ball underneath. He goes up for the shot and is fouled by number 32, T.J. Adams.
The Trojans have pretty well gone back to their original lineup right now. The players that they had in foul trouble, they've got them back in here.
Okay, and in big foul trouble right now is number 32, Brian Flaming, and I don't see him out on the court right now, but we'll obviously see more of him later. Brian Borland's 2 shots are no good. His second shot is rebounded by himself, but he still can't get the ball. And rebounded by Kurt Knoper and can't get it in. And Cambridge the Wauneta Broncos come up with the steal and an excellent save. An excellent save there by Charles Shoemaker. The ball going out of bounds, and he knew it was off in 26-12. Trojans on top of the Broncos with 4 minutes, 15 seconds left to play, shooting the 1-and-1 bonus. And Knoper's first shot is perfect. 27-12. Trojans on top of the Broncos with 4 minutes, 15 seconds left to play in the first half. Knoper's second shot is around the rim and down, 28-12. And the Broncos bring the ball down court again against the full court press. And again, the Cambridge Trojans have forced a turnover as the Broncos let the ball go out of bounds.
The Broncos just threw that in the way.
Well, it seemed to be a pass to a covered man, and not a very good one. It couldn't be handled, and it went out of bounds. And I'm telling you, Cambridge, with their full court press, is just dominating any kind of offense that the Broncos can hope to put together. Cambridge quickly with two, and that was Kurt Tanopa with two more. 30-12. 30-12. The Trojans on top of the Broncos with just under 4 minutes left to play in the first half. A long across-the-court pass from the Broncos is mishandled again by number 20, Ryan Mintling, and the ball out of bounds. The Cambridge Trojans have gotten another turnover. Inbounding the ball, Charles Shoemaker gets the ball to him. He jumps it off to Jason Cobb, back to Shoemaker, back to Cobb. He takes the long three-pointer. That's no good. And Wauneta has come up with the basketball. Bringing it down court is Corey Nordhausen. He brings it the length of the court, right up the lane, and can't make the layup. It's no good. And Kurt Tanoper comes up with the rebound, gets the ball to Charles Shoemaker, who runs it down the length of the court, jumps it off to Jason Cobb. He can't get the shot to drop. And we've got another foul. Wauneta is also hurt.
That Cambridge has on the board.
His coach looked to him to score 20 points tonight, and he is on his way to a lot more than that. It's number 34, Todd Langley, at the line shooting two, and his first one is good. The second one, no good, and it's put back up for two from Cambridge. Now 33-12, just over 3 minutes left to play in the first half. 33-12, the Trojans on top of the Broncos. They take the long pass down court and can't come up with a shot, but I think he was fouled for the Wauneta Broncos. I'm sorry, he's shooting the one-and-one bonus. His first shot is perfect. 33-13, 3 minutes left to play in the first half. 33-13, the Trojans on top of the Broncos. And J.J. Howard at the free throw line to shoot the bonus. Second shot is off the back of the rim and no good. And it's knocked out of bounds by Wauneta. It will be the Trojans' ball, and they'll bring it inbounds from the corner. Inbounding the ball is number 34, Todd Langley. Gets it into Charles Shoemaker, who brings it down court. Shoemaker dribbling the ball. Dumps it off to Jason Cobb. Back out to Shoemaker. Over to Todd Langley, who gets it back out to Shoemaker, and over to Cobb. And they're just working the ball on the outside, seeming like they're killing some clock. Number 50, they find Kurt Tanoper, about a 10-foot jumper who can't come up with the shot. 33-13, the score will stand. Wauneta with the ball. They're bringing it down court. Number 24, Corey Nordhausen with the ball. Dumps it off to Ryan Mintling, who gives it to Dan Jussel. Dumps it off to Travis Workmeister. And they're really getting the passing game going now. Outside is Travis Workmeister for three, but can't get the ball to fall. And Cambridge will come up with the ball. It's number 24, Charles Shoemaker, who comes up with the ball, gets it down to Jason Cobb, who takes the shot from the side, almost like a baseline corner shot, and it's good for two, just inside the three-point line. 35-13, 2 minutes left to play. The Trojans on top of the Broncos. The Broncos have the ball, and it's number 13, Travis Workmeister, working it inside to number 21, J.J. Howard, who is rejected, and it's a full-court run for the Trojans. And it was a dump off to Jason Cobb, who couldn't handle the ball. And he tripped and fell on the ground. Wauneta calling for the travel, and the coach referee right there saying, shaking his head no. Wauneta does come up with the ball, and they come down and can't get the shot off. A mishandled ball there.
Well, they got Hanna in kind of a corner there, and he got down on the floor of the ball and didn't have anybody around him to throw it to. And he just threw it out, and Wauneta came up with the ball is what happened on that particular play there.
Wauneta gets the ball into number 24. That's Corey Nordhausen, who takes the long three-pointer from the corner, and it can't shoot first foul tonight. The first free throw, the one-and-one bonus, is perfect. 35-14 with a minute and a half left to play in the first quarter. The Trojans on top of the Broncos. And the second shot is off the back of the rim and no good. And it's a scramble for the ball underneath, and it's the Cambridge Trojans coming up with it. A long pass down court, and underneath the basket is Kurt Tanoper, and you're not going to deny him to. 37-14 with just over a minute left to play in the first half. And the Wauneta Broncos bringing it very quickly back down court. They find number 20, Ryan Mintling, underneath the basket.
I don't know if you've noticed or not, Eric, but on a lot of these jump shots that the Broncos have been trying to make, they've just been batted down every time they've got it in the air.
That's there. You've got the height advantage there, and who's doing that is Kurt Sinoper. He's a 6'4" junior, and he's just getting up in everybody's face and rejecting everybody. Right now, Charles Shoemaker bringing the ball down for Cambridge. He tries to dump a pass off that's blocked by Travis Workmeister, who gives it off to Derek Sandman. He'll bring the ball down for it at the top of the key, works it off again to Travis Workmeister, and we've got a foul on Cambridge. Again, both teams in the bonus. 44 seconds left in the first half, 37-14. Trojans on top of the Broncos. And Workmeister's first shot is off the front of the side of the rim, actually, and no good. And it's Cambridge with the ball, bringing it out. It's Jason Cobb bringing it down court. And he gives it off to Kurt Sinoper, who dumps it off to number 30. Again, David Mowry back in the game. He gives it back to Sinoper, who can't make the shots. And with the rebound is number 23, Dan Jessel, who dumps it off to Travis Workmeister, brings it down. He finds Corey Nordhausen on the side. He gives it off to passes it back out to Derek Sandman, who can't hold on to the ball, and knocking it away is David Mowry, the 6'1" sophomore junior varsity player in for the Cambridge Trojans. It was out on him. Sandman brings the ball, or gets the ball in. Number 13, Travis Workmeister. Sandman again on the side, and Sandman puts up the shot, and again it's tipped away by Kurt Sinoper. He is all over that ball, and we've ended the first half of play. At the end of the first half, it's 37-14. The Cambridge Trojans on top of the Wauneta Broncos. We'll be back in 2.